Like after being gone a few years to come back and get another one tonight?
I mean, it feels amazing. And, I have this thing is part of my family. The guys welcome me like I never left. That made me feel special too. And then to be able to contribute to the team and to get a win in the World Series, I mean, it means a lot.
And Claudia up front here.
Marvin, cuando Duvall pegó ese Grand Slam, ustedes mostraron mucha calma y regresaron. ¿Cuál fue la actitud en el dugout cuando fueron a batear después de ese momento?
Mantener la calma, número uno. No tenemos mañana. Estamos a ley de un juego. Y yo creo que cuando estás así, también la presión debería ser alta, pero a la vez también, si piensas, no te sirve de nada ponerte presión. Pierdes, vas a casa, no tienes 4-0, no tienes mucho que perder. Salir a jugar, a divertirte, y el bullpen hizo un buen trabajo, nos mantuvo en el juego. Yo creo que esa fue la clave para la victoria de hoy.
Brian in the third row.
Marwin, obviously you guys had to win this game today to extend your season, but now you're going back home to Minute Maid Park. How driven was this team today to not just extend its season, but to get this World Series back to Minute Maid, back to Houston? Because you know as well as anyone the difference that stadium can make for this team.
I mean, it's nothing like play at home, especially in the playoff. You have the home field advantage. You have your fans. You guys saw how loud this place got these 3 days, and I mean that gave you an extra buzz that you as a team needed to put yourself and to perform well. So for us going back to Houston and give ourselves a chance to go game by game and to get the game 6, that's a goal. I mean that means a lot too.
Jake in the third row.
Marwin, from your vantage point in the on-deck circle, what did you think of the plate appearance Martin put together against Minter?
I mean, it was amazing. I said it outside after the game. I think that was the key. I think that everybody put good at-bats it was a teamwork. Everybody put good at-bats in that inning, starting from the leadoff guy in that inning, which it was Carlos, getting an 0-2 base hit to the middle. And then everything was going in good line for us after that hit. And I mean, Minter is being one of, I will say, the best pitcher in this series from their side. And I mean, to put good at bats against him, that give you an extra boost too.
The second row here.
Marwin, y en ese turno de Maldonado contra Minter, ¿qué estabas viendo y qué pudiste ver quizás que te haya ayudado en ese turno para conseguir ese hit? Y lo otro es, si puedes comentar también en español lo que significa aportar en esa situación luego de haber estado, llegar a este equipo.
Bueno, yo creo que no mucho. En ese momento no hay mucha chance para pensar. Estaba ligando a Maldi que llegara a base, ya sea con un giro o con un boleto. Y no, yo creo que no ni piensas en lo que piensas hacer tú, en lo que vas a hacer tú cuando te llegue el turno, sino que estás ligándole a tu compañero. Y como le dije, eso fue tremendo turno y lo que nos metió en el juego.
Jesus.
Marwin, how do you view this opportunity with the Astros after things went the way they did in Boston and Minnesota, to have this chance again with a team that saw you develop?
I mean, how I say it, it means a lot. I played with some of these guys for 7 years, which they're more than just teammates. They're my family, and then I mean, feels like home. You sleep better in your bed. You sleep in a hotel, you know. So it's kind of like I see it that way, and I mean, I feel grateful to be here.
Do 3 more for Marwin and the fourth row here.
Marwin, tuviste varias oportunidades anteriores a este juego como pinch hitter, como te ha estado usando Dusty. ¿Nos puedes describir la sensación de que por fin en el juego más importante al momento das el hit? Y si puedes describir ese turno de Martín, que aunque dio un hit en su penúltimo turno, yo creo que fue bien importante ese boleto.
Bueno, sí, ya había tenido 2 turnos. No es fácil salir del dugout como emergente y salir a dar un hit ya es difícil para los que están jugando. Ya no te puedes imaginar cómo es de venir de la banca y hacer lo que tú quieres hacer, que es obviamente dar un hit, poner la pelota en juego. Y más con el weather que tuvimos aquí en estos 3 días, que estaba frío. Y como dije anteriormente, a lo que te refiere a Maldonado, yo creo que ese fue el turno del inning para nosotros y de la victoria.
Chandler on the right aisle.
Marwin, you weren't on the first 2 playoff series rosters. How did you kind of stay engaged, and how did you kind of handle that, and how did you feel prepared coming onto this roster?
Well, I was practicing every day with the team. I was going to the cage and then some of the days hitting BP and hitting balls of the machine too. And then, I wasn't in the roster the first 2 series, but I was doing my job in the clubhouse, cheering for my teammates and then pushing them and obviously it went well, and that's why we're here.
We'll finish up for Marwin with Kyle.
Marwin, you're one of the few people who was with the team in the lean years, the 100-loss seasons. Now seeing what this franchise is, being in a 3rd World Series in 5 years, just what do you make of the ride and the journey looking back over this decade?
It's been a roller coaster, man, like you say. I was here when we lost three straight seasons, 100 games, and it didn't. I can tell you that that's one thing that I don't wish that to any player. It's not that you don't want to play, but you don't even want to show up. It's boring. But since 2015, when we went to the wild card and we had the chance to taste the playoffs for the first time, for the group that was here since 2012, we became a really good team, and we've been there. We missed the 16, but we've been there every single year after that, and became a winning team, a winning franchise.
Marwin, thanks so much. Appreciate it. We'll go to Martine. Martine, congrats on a great night.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Who's got the first question for Martine? We'll go to Danielle on your right.
When they walked Bregman to get to you with the bases loaded, were you expecting them to do that? How did you feel when they did that, and what was kind of your approach in that plate appearance?
Yeah, I was expecting that. Bergie, we got that double early in the game. I was prepared, be ready, for as a guy being tough all series. He's been pitching great. I wasn't going to swing to get it straight. So, it was pretty much, trying to be patient. I know he got a good cutter. He's been amazing this year so far with that pitch, and try to see him out for the most part.
Antolin in the 4th row.
Martín, saludos. Pujaste 3 carreras de 3 diferentes maneras. ¿Nos puedes describir esa sensación? Obviamente diste un hit en tu penúltimo turno, pero como ya escuchaste a Marvin, el turno más importante, ese boleto que empieza el rally. Las sensaciones de este juego después de haber aportado de otras maneras, ¿no?
Bueno, como digo Marvin, yo creo que uno trata de aportar siempre y cuando tenga la oportunidad de ayudar al equipo a ganar. Y no tanto lo que yo aporté, es lo que hicimos al equipo completo para salir airoso, de tratar de llevar la salida a la casa, que era lo que más queríamos, y mantenernos un juego a la vez.
Tyler, all the way in the back right.
Martin, the back end of your guys' bullpen has done a really good job. Stanek and Maton and Graveman and Presley. What is it about those guys that has made them so effective and probably gives you confidence going into these last 2 games?
Those 4 guys, I would say pretty much everybody in that bullpen being, our strength all postseason. They've been keeping us in the ball game. They've been holding the lead for us, and they're all different. They had every pitch is different for them, and they're too straight attacking the hitter, and they have the mentality. They go out there and try to perform on a daily basis.
Mark in the row ahead.
Martin, given your struggles at the plate this postseason, how rewarding is it to have to drive in 3 runs on a night where you guys were facing elimination? What did that mean to you?
It means a lot. Every time you got a chance to help the team win one way or another, so it's always huge.
1 row ahead.
Martín, ¿qué te ha parecido la manera como respondió hoy, especialmente los lanzadores, después de que les conectan el Grand Slam en la primera entrada y la confianza que les da a ustedes de poder cerrar esta serie ya frente a su afición?
Nos sentimos muy bien. Yo creo que los lanzadores hicieron un tremendo trabajo de mantenernos en el juego. Solamente por una cajera y llegar a la casa. Yo creo que es algo que es lo que queríamos. Queríamos llegar a la casa, estar un juego a la vez. Y teníamos que hacer lo que fuera como equipo para volver la serie a la casa.
On your left, Steve.
For both of you, I'd like to ask, you're down 3-1. We know teams have come back from that, but then you're down 4-0. You're in this place where they're doing the cheering. Well, what's the mindset of the team that tells you, yes, we can come back, for both of you?
The mindset is keep fighting. I'm a huge MMA fan, and I've seen a lot of guys almost knocked out, and they find a way to battle back and win the fight. And, being 3-1, now we're still down 3-2, but I truly believe that if there's one team that can accomplish that in this league, it's us. So we're staying confident. We're just going to go out there, battle every single inning, and try to win every single pitch.
I'm pretty much the same. I think Carlos said it all. We try to, put good at bat together, make good pitches as a pitching staff, and overall, we got to keep fighting. Like Carlos said, we, down 3-2 now, so we got to take one pitch at a time.
The back left.
Martin, you had RBIs in 3 different ways tonight: a sac fly, a walk, and a single. Is it just a matter of trying to do whatever you can to get that run across your spot?
Yeah, it's like whatever way you bring a run, especially in the playoff, is huge. We gotta get a good at bats. Whatever the situation dictates, you try to work to it. And I was really hopeful, to have the team win whatever way we can do it.
Did you guys notice how close he was to the plate on that bat against Minter? You guys notice? That was sick.
Stay in the back left.
Carlos, you guys had a very difficult time getting hits in the first part of this series. What turned things around tonight, do you think?
Yeah, I feel like that's what we do throughout the whole year. Obviously, there are ups and downs, and it's 162, so you got time to make up for it. But here, there's no time for that. So, it took us 4 games. The 5th game, we made the adjustment. So hopefully, we can keep doing that for 2 more games. We're pretty cold. The pitching staff was executing very well today. Bats came alive. So hopefully, it's the start of a hot streak going into Houston.
Stay on the left with Jason, who had some great Martin stats tonight.
Martin has already answered the questions I would have asked him. So, Carlos, this is for you. Dusty was in here talking about that mindset of coming back, and he said the hardest thing is to do it the first time, because once you do it the first time, you can do it the next time. Is that something that this team feels and embodies?
Absolutely. I feel like this game is all about confidence. Your swing can be right, but if you're not confident at the plate, good things are not going to happen. And, losing those games, the first 2 games here, like the way we did, especially that second one, were really tough. And, they hit you a little bit, but we found a way to bounce back today, and it gives us a lot of confidence going into Houston, our home ballpark. So, one pitch at a time, man. But we're feeling good.
Can I just follow up? That mindset, that toughness, is that something that you guys speak about, or do you not even need to speak about it?
We talk about it. Being confident and going out there and executing and try to do whatever we can to stay alive and eventually win this series. So, like I said, we're just gonna go out there. We're not gonna give up. We're not gonna quit. We're not gonna back down. We're gonna keep fighting. And if it doesn't work out, at least we can say we fought to the end. But if it works out, then it's going to make up for a great story.
Dave in the back right.
Carlos, being down 3-0 in a series is like almost impossible, as you guys know. Does 3-1 seem like a completely different thing, like way more possible?
Yeah, something that Maldi talked about yesterday. We were down 3-0. Last year we forced a Game 7, so now we're down 3-1. Why can't we force a Game 7 again? So, one pitch at a time, man. Let's go Game 6. Same mentality. Go out there and fight, and hopefully we can get this win.
Stay back there, Scott.
Yeah, Carlos. Down everything you're talking about, having to fight back. They score 4 in the first. How important was it that you immediately got 2 runs back in the second, both for the team And also, Alex Bregman, who's been struggling, was able to knock one of those in. How important was it for the team and for him in the second inning to bounce right back?
I think that was the key of us winning the game right there. Bouncing back right away, those 2 runs. Bregman getting that huge double, getting that confidence all the way up, like we just talked about. And, from the moment that we scored those 2 runs, we said, all right, it's time to go. Let's go. Let's put great at-bats together. Let's fight. Let's battle. And, eventually we end up scoring all those runs and winning the game. So that's the mentality we gotta keep having. Obviously, they got a great pitching staff. They've been great all postseason long, but we just gotta go out there and try to be better.
Chandler on the right.
Carlos, for us on the outside, can you explain why you guys wanted Marwin back so bad?
We want him because, one, the team chemistry is great when he's around. He's Altuve's best friend, so having him around helps Altuve in a big way. And also because he's a postseason hero for us, and we know that when the time comes, the moment's not going to be too big for him. And he showed it today again. It's not easy coming off the bench on a cold night, facing a guy like Minter who's nasty, and just go out there and delivering and helping the team win a game. We just want a bat. That's all we talk about. That's what we preach. One at bat can change the whole series, and he gave us a chance tonight.
Do 3 more, Jake.
Carlos, you mentioned how close Martin was to the plate on that Minter walk. Just from your vantage point, I mean, that whole plate appearance he put together, just what impressed you most about that?
Maldi is a guy that obviously we talk about how great he is with the pitch calling, and his defense is amazing and all that. But he's a guy that puts in the work every single day in the cage also. And even though when teams don't work out, he still shows up every single day and puts in the work. He cares about this team. He cares about his at bats. He wants to win. He wants to go out there and hit homers. He wants to go out there and deliver. And just simple things like that. The sac fly, like you guys mentioned, scoring a run, getting that walk with the bases loaded, another run. Those are your productive at bats, and he just speaks of the hard work. At some point, it's going to pay off, and I believe in him every step of the way.
Hey, almost made me cry.
Brian at the end of the second row.
Well, Carlos, what was the degree of difficulty on the play on Swanson, not only getting the ball, but turning and then making that throw?
Why you ask me those questions, bro? What do you think was the great difficulty?
For me, it was impossible. But
You watched me a lot.
Yes, it was a 9.
Thank you. It was tough play just because, when I look at my hat, I see he's a 60 runner. I got all the runner speeds on my hat just to know how much time I got. And knowing he was a 60 runner, I knew I had to get rid of the ball quick and turn and make a strong throw. So glad it worked out. It's always tough to make those throws when it's cold.
We'll finish up with Kyle in the middle here.
Carlos, you and Alex and Julian and Altuve have been together for a long time. How much of what's driving you guys is obviously you want to win, but specifically winning again with this group?
It's a special group, man. I love those guys so much. We get to work so many times together. Spring training, we're every single day taking infields together. The regular season, we go out there, we put in the work, and we've grown together, and we gotten better together, and we expect perfection out of each other, and that's the way we push each other to just be better every single year, and it's just gonna be special. So we just gotta keep fighting, keep going, and focus on Game 6. I truly love those guys.
Martin, Carlos, thank you guys very much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you in Houston. We'll announce tomorrow's availability.